Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. As you can see, Marsabit is actually very, very cold. This is caused by Mount Marsabit, which is actually in the center of Marsabit town, and it causes fog and mist really early in the morning up until around 9 10 a.m. And if it's really cold, we can get the fog up until 1 p.m. and it clears out after some time, so you can see we get the sun, we get the clouds. You can see a glimpse of Mount Marsabit at the back. It's actually really pretty. This is me on my way to the office, and I took a short tour to see the town. It's really good to see a busy city with a lot of shops and all the amenities that I was used to back in Nairobi. So I felt like, yes, I think I can survive in this place very okay. I had pilau for lunch, and that was really tasty. First meal at the office. And then I went to the hardware store, got this tape measure, after which my colleagues took me house hunting. House number one was a 2-bedroom house. This house had too many tiles that were just not going together. It also had this pinkish, purplish wall that was starting at the middle of the corridor. I do not understand the thinking behind that. Either way, the house was okay. It had water, it had electricity, but I just didn't like the fact that it was on the ground floor, and of course the tiles. House number two was really good. I also did not like the tiles in this one, but not as much as I disliked the ones in the first house. I found this house super spacious, more spacious than the 1 bedrooms you see in Nairobi. But every house I saw in Marsabit had something pink in them. This one had pink walls in the kitchen, the bedroom, and the toilet. But I found it more spacious, and I liked the fact that it was on a higher ground. It was in an apartment, and plus it was just newly constructed, so I was going to be the first occupant in this house. So house number two was also, it was very okay, way better than house number one. And then there was house number three. This house was a 3-bedroom house. I liked how spacious it was and the fact that it would give me a lot of space to host my family when they came over. But it had a lot of issues that I wanted to change. The doorknobs, the floors, the cabinets. And the landlord kept on saying, yeah, the house is ready for occupation. But I just kept seeing how many things that I would have wanted to change. And so it was not going to give me any peace to stay in this house just because I wanted to change so many things. I wanted to change the color, the floors, and it was just going to take too much time and money to change this. And then what was I going to do with a 3-bedroom house living by myself, surely? Last but not least, a pink cabinet. Like I said, every house had something pink in it. This also had an outside pantry, and let's just say it was built to occupy a huge family, but you can see the walls needed a lot of work, the shelving needed a lot of redoing, and so I just decided this house was not for me, mostly because of all the repairs that needed to be done. It however had a good outside background. I could have had a kitchen garden if I stayed there. Of course, it had water, it had electricity, it had a huge parking area, but I just felt like I would be really lonely living in this 3-bedroom compound by myself, and I opted not to take the third house. Finally, we were back on the road, and you can see Mount Marsabit clearly in the background, but I was also able to see Moi Girls School, Marsabit. I went to Moi Girls Nairobi, and it was such a nostalgic moment. Marsabit does have all the amenities. We have all the petrol stations, it has all the supermarkets, banks, and it was good just to see familiar things that I had left in Nairobi. This was the highlight of my day, shawarma in Marsabit. I loved the fact that I could get some fast food here, and so I had a snack before I went back to the hotel room. For dinner, I ordered some butter chicken and naan bread, and this is what I was served: fried chicken. I was so shocked. I even asked the chef, okay, is this really butter chicken because it's on your menu? And he's like, yeah, butter chicken is the one that is coated with butter. Anyways, I still ate it, but I was just laughing internally and thinking, no, this is not butter chicken. The next day, I was on my way to Isolo after I had checked out, and I just loved to see the scenery again at a different time because I left Marsabit at around noon to head for Isolo, and I arrived there at 4 p.m. So in Isolo, I checked into Saala Hotel, and let me tell you guys, this hotel was the bomb.com. I loved my trip here. Oh my goodness, I will go back anytime. While I was in Isolo, my mom sent me clips of when Wells Fargo came to pick up my stuff from her house. And I was so happy and proud of her that she was able to record it in the YouTube format. She was very, very hands-on, and she ensured that she wrote my name on every item so that they don't lose it or mix it up with any other of their items that they were sending to me. But really, they were sending a whole household worth of items. I don't think they would have been able to misplace it. I just loved how my mom was thorough. Also, Wells Fargo was very thorough. They literally double packed, double wrapped, ensured that all my items were well stored, and I was just really happy that I got my stuff in good condition.
The reason.
So guys, when we travel on the Nairobi-Moyale highway, there are a lot of checkpoints and they involve the military. So if you're ever coming this side, do not forget to carry some form of identification. After 5 days, we were back at River Merile. And guys, can you imagine? This is the same river that had overflowing waters 5 days prior. It literally was a flash flood. All the water emptied, and it looked like it had never rained before. And that was quite fascinating to me. I took more shots at the Welcome to Marsabit sign, and we were off to Marsabit. I checked into a new hotel. This one is called the Victorian, and I liked how spacious it was. It looked more modern, and I really liked my stay here. Here I stayed for another 3 more nights as I waited for my things to come to Marsabit. So Monday morning, I was so excited that my nails and my dera and my bag were matching. And I was just dressing up to go to the dining hall and watch service because, yeah, I was all by myself in the hotel with other hotel guests. I watched a little bit of Rauka Sunday, and then I went and explored a little bit of Masabit. Then I went back to my room and I was like, I should probably record an intro video for my YouTube channel. So this was my first ever intro. Hey, what's up, guys? This is the most randomest video I'm ever gonna do. I just decided let me shoot an intro right now. So welcome to my channel. My name is Kaisla. I starting my content creation journey, and I want to take you along. I just moved to a new city, and so I'm going to be taking you through, house hunting, getting a house, and cleaning and moving in and all that. So come along for the journey. Subscribe and follow. Bye. So Monday morning, this is me super excited that my stuff had arrived in Masit. I had just secured my house. I had decided on the house. I went to the 1 bedroom and nothing could contain my joy. Look at that truck following me behind, carrying all my things. Finally, I was going to be living in my own house by myself. Guys, that's how excited I was. Either way, I hope you're noticing that I'm actually staying up a hill. So the tarmac ends at a certain place and then we get onto Maram to get to my place. The Buddha had a chicken tied at the back. The car arrived and now we started unpacking, and it was so amazing when my neighbors came to help me take everything to the house. I did not feel like I was alone. I felt like I had a whole community behind me helping me settle in. This seat was one of the heaviest seats I have ever encountered, but it was so hard to get it up into the house. We struggled on the steps, we struggled on the corners. Finally, it got into the house, and guys, a new seat was damaged. It was cut. I felt like crying. I went to town, got a fundi to come and fix it. We bought some fabric, and then we found a new way to carry the next seat so that we wouldn't damage it. I don't know why we didn't think about this idea from the beginning, because it was so much more effective, so much faster. But anyways, better late than never. So we used this second method and we got the seat up in no time.
The reason.
We finally got the seat up, but this exercise took so long. By the time it was finishing, it was about 8 p.m. I had not set anything in my house, so I just went back and slept in the hotel, and I went back to the house the next morning. It was so amazing to see this monkey with her baby on top of the roof at the office, and I got a new appreciation for how nature blends with us on a daily basis. All in all, thank you guys so much for staying to the end of this video. Please stay tuned for the next part, like and subscribe. Until then, bye.